to begin a rematch. They first did battle at Glory by Honor 5 Night 2 upstairs at the Grand Ballroom portion of the Manhattan Center complex here in New York City. And it was Marufuji winning that first matchup between these two men to successfully defend his GHC Heavyweight Championship at the time. Tonight, it's a little bit different. Nigel defending the ROH World title, and we're in the bigger room here at the Manhattan Center.
Not just in the bigger room, Dave. I was just handed a note from our producers in the back informing us that we have indeed set a brand new attendance record for Ring of Honor here tonight at the Hammerstein Ballroom. And as always, fans, we could not have done it without your support. We could not thank you enough for making Final Battle 2008 a very memorable evening for everyone here with Ring of Honor.
Nigel trying to hold on to the cravat as Marufuji firing away at the midsection. Body slam, but oh, what a relentless wrestler Nigel is. Resilient, able to hold on to the cravat and maintain that hold the entire time.
Still wrenching down on the head and neck of Naomichi Marufuji, and Nigel obviously subscribing to the old adage that wherever the head goes, the body follows, and he continues to maintain control over the head of his opponent, Marufuji. Fans here getting on McGuinness's case as they are wont to do, and cheering for Naomichi Marufuji, who is always popular with the fans of Ring of Honor no matter where he appears for this company. Reversal attempted, nice cartwheel out by the champ. Off the ropes, up and over he goes. Leapfrog by Marufuji, he is quick. Catches McGuinness with the elbow, looking for the jawbreaker lariat. Ducked into the waistlock by Marufuji. Standing switch, McGuinness sends it for the ride into the buckle. Charges, quickly tried to be rolled up. Sits down on the shoulders, gets a 2 count. Nice reversal by Marufuji, who gets a near fall. Now it's McGuinness with the advantage. Quickly shifted back to Marufuji. Back and forth they go, and neither man able to gain a steady advantage over their opponent.
Round of applause from the fans in attendance as they exchanged near falls right there. You saw that Nigel went for the jawbreaker lariat here in the early going, and Marufuji was able to quickly counter as a good shot at the prize here tonight, the ROH World Championship belt. You know that Nigel, if he's going to hit that jawbreaker lariat, he's going to have to weaken his opponent to leave them off guard, unable to get out of harm's way as he comes bouncing off the ropes, trying to connect with that lariat.
Change of strikes in the center as McGuinness, a 2-fingered salute for the fans here in Manhattan. Normally in Manhattan, they only give you a 1 finger. Nigel goes the extra mile, I guess.
A little bit of a message for the Marufuji fans in attendance tonight.
Not for you, though.
Once again, trying to control the head of Marufuji, but this time he's able to get the suplex on McGuinness.
Traps the head now of McGuinness, does Marufuji.
Doing damage to the head and the neck of McGuinness right there. You know that Marufuji is going to focus on the neck of his opponent during the course of this matchup, as he does on a very frequent basis, because he utilizes the Shiranui as one of his signature finishing maneuvers. It was a super Shiranui off the top rope that put away McGuinness in their Glory by Honor 5 Night 2 matchup.
Controlling the champion with the side headlock, looking to slow down the pace. The head scissors grabbed by McGuinness. He quickly seizes back control of the advantage on his opponent. Fuji turns to his stomach, looking to try and free himself. Not sure if he is quite the expert that Austin Aries is from extricating himself from the head scissors. Looking to find his way free. Nips his way back to his feet, super kick!
It's his own take on the Aries escape. Rather than a drop kick, super kick connects.
Very effectively done by Marufuji as Nigel had a stunned look on his face. That kick to the side of the jaw.
And the submission hold cinched in the dead center of the ring now by Marufuji. Trying to keep control of McGuinness and, again, do more damage to the neck. The Shiranui is all impact on the neck of his opponent. As the dueling chants go up here in New York City, unfortunately a little bit more in the favor of Marufuji.
If you want to put the mic down and go join them to maybe add a few voices, you're more than welcome.
Let's go, Nigel. Bottom of the boots of Marufuji, down across the face of McGuinness, right there.
Legal blow, the flat of the foot, of course, is legal. Across the face of the world champion, who is now slow to get back to his feet. Back into the corner. Chop to the chest by Marufuji.
Now those are close closed fists in the corner. Referee needs to get in there.
See referee Paul Turner issuing a warning.
It was not an open hand. He just lied to Paul Turner.
Paul Turner doesn't speak Japanese. Maybe he was giving him, a truthful answer in Japanese.
Without a doubt, closed fists or not, this is a true test for the world champion, as Marufuji is one of the best professional wrestlers in the world today. There's a reason why he was the GHC heavyweight champion. And he drives the face of McGuinness into the canvas.
It's the leg. Only able to get two as the right shoulder of McGuinness lifted off the canvas before the dreaded count of 3. Before head scissors now applied by Marufuji.
More pressure put down on the back of the neck while also making it difficult for Nigel to breathe and maintain his facial features. As he's driven repeatedly face first into the canvas.
Drawing appreciation of the fans here in Manhattan as Nigel once again
If that is not necessary.
getting an up-close look at the canvas here.
He knows what it looks like.
Nigel able to make it to the ropes and gets the break.
Come on.
He drives the boot into the midsection of Marufuji and then hammerlock divorce court just that quickly. Nigel McGuinness buys himself a little bit of time. He makes it back to his feet, but he'll try to shake the cobwebs loose, is the world champ.
He introduced Marufuji's shoulder to the canvas right there.
Reversal of the whip. Nigel with a headstand in the corner. Mule kick connects, sending Marufuji rolling under the bottom rope out to the floor. Marufuji trying to regain his composure as Nigel looks to have weathered the storm of that flurry of offense from Marufuji. Looks to take the action to the outside.
Marufuji took it to the outside. He left the ring. So Nigel's just going to take advantage of the situation and drive that shoulder into the barricade, do some damage out here on the floor.
Thrust to the throat of Marufuji as McGuinness creates a little distance between the two and rolls under the bottom rope to break the referee's count. Up yours, Wanker. I think he was looking at you.
He was not.
Super kick!
Should have been looking at Marufuji. Oh no! Shiranui on the floor!
Nails it! He can roll McGuinness back inside the ring. We're going to have a new world champ.
Well, he did hit that maneuver on the floor, not inside the ring, so he can't go for an immediate cover. He does have Nigel down, though. And this could be a tactical mistake on Marufuji's part, soaking in the cheers of the fans before bringing him back inside the ring. And that gave Nigel that opportunity to get the shoulder up, those few seconds of more time to recover after absorbing the Shiranui on the floor.
Marufuji with a decided edge in the matchup here. At this point in time, reversal of the Irish whip. Marufuji hits the buckle. Nigel charges, runs into the foot. Thrust to the throat again. Nigel's got him on the shoulder. Hammerlock position. Hammerlock power slam.
A lot of damage done to the arm of Marufuji right there. Something new out of Nigel McGuinness in his arsenal. And that puts him in the driver's seat. He's very confident right now. The world champion in control. Taking full advantage of Paul Turner's 5 count. Doing more damage to the arm.
Kiss to the fans here in Manhattan, or was that in your direction? You guys are buddy-buddy now.
That was his response to the fans that are supporting Marufuji here. Nigel is just getting better and better with every outing, defending the ROH World Championship.
Drawing the ire of fans across the nation while doing so. But give the man credit where credit is due. He has been very, I was talking about me. I am an unbiased broadcast journalist.
Unbiased journalist? Did he could have kicked the top rope right there if he wanted to. Look at the elevation that Marufuji got on that kick.
Drove both feet right into the side of the face of the world champ. Irish whip reverse once again, gets the boot up, step up enziguri. That one rocked McGuinness, gets the elbow up. Off the ropes goes Nigel, puts on the brakes, clothesline. Never saw Marufuji coming.
The patented Marufuji fake out, cover. Nigel with the shoulder up. As I said, even though I feel that Nigel will retain the title here tonight, Marufuji is such an excellent wrestler, and he's showing it with each and every maneuver.
Nation on the Cobra clutch. Difficult maneuver to apply on an athlete the size of McGuinness, as Marufuji is caught in a big height disadvantage, but turns it into a triangle. What a variation on the triangle choke here.
Nigel's not giving it up. Paul Turner's in perfect position to hear if he needs to submit.
We've seen Brian Danielson use the triangle choke very effectively for quite some time here in Ring of Honor, but this is a new twist on the hold, and give Nigel credit, he hasn't tapped yet.
Back to his feet. Oh, lung blower. Drove the knees into the back of McGuinness. Gets that shoulder up. And it was very close to the ropes as well, but Nigel able to get the shoulder up rather than grab the rope to force a break of the pin attempt.
Irish whip sends McGuinness to the corner. Fuji charges. A little too much time. He got elevated, but landed on the apron. Connects with a right hand. Making his way back to the top. Another thrust to the throat by the champ. Tower London. He's got Marufuji, but Marufuji trying to put on the brakes. Lands on his feet. Drives Nigel into the corner, chest first, with the knee placed between the shoulder blades as well. Shiranui.
Countered.
Great kick to the back, clothesline combo from McGuinness. Trademark offense from Nigel. The Shiranui right there may have been enough to finish him off.
He knows that that is the maneuver he needs to avoid during the course of this matchup. He took that one on the floor earlier, but if he can hit that maneuver on Nigel inside the ring during this matchup, the world title is definitely in jeopardy.
Facing the challenger on the top rope is McGuinness. Again, taking time to jaw with the fans here before climbing to the second, but Marufuji with a drop kick sends McGuinness crashing down to the floor. McGuinness's back hit very hard on the apron. As Marufuji now out to the apron as well. As is McGuinness trying to make his way back to his feet. Forearm from Marufuji, one in retaliation from the champ.
Very awkward position to be exchanging strikes with the turnbuckles between the two men.
So Nigel decides to go to the eyes instead.
Now London to the floor.
He won't get a pinfall out of it, but he can certainly get a count out. Super kick.
No. Shiranui. On the apron.
Oh, the back of McGuinness crashing down on the side of the ring frame. Let's take another look. There's the super kick. Marufuji traps the head, gets a running start up, and down goes McGuinness very awkwardly.
But once again, he hit that maneuver out on the apron. Nigel's laying on the floor. He's not inside the ring. Marufuji can't go for a cover right after the impact of that move. He has to pull him back up, get him back inside the ring, then finally go for a cover. You can't win the world title on the floor. Now he goes for the cover. And once again, Nigel had enough time to recover.
Loath as I am to admit it, it's a great point you made, Dave. And he's placing Nigel up on the top turnbuckle, perhaps looking to finish him off inside the ring this time. Trio O goes McGuinness.
You know what he's thinking. Coast to coast, corner to corner drop kick.
Nigel in perfect position as Marufuji on the apron. Trying to fire up the crowd here at the Hammerstein. Coast to coast, McGuinness able to pull himself up out of harm's way.
He saw it coming. That's where their previous experience wrestling against one another comes into play.
What a kick to the side of the head. Slam off the top.
Nigel needs to pull himself back to his feet here. Marufuji's ascending to the top rope. And Nigel's back up takes away the balance of the challenger. Tower of London coming up. Can Marufuji block it once again? He's trying to.
Again, Nigel going to the eyes to gain an advantage. Shortcut again taken by the world champ.
Hey, whatever it takes to retain the championship. Tower London to the floor.
Can Marufuji block it again? No!
Crashing down to the ring apron. And just as McGuinness absorbed a lot of punishment, crashing down to the floor and to the apron himself, he has now done the very same thing to the challenger. And the world champion on his feet.
Well, the difference here for McGuinness, if he wanted to, he doesn't have to roll him back in to pick up the pinfall. He could have taken the count out on the outside, but Nigel wants the pin, goes for the cover, hooks the leg, but only gets 2.
The damage was done, though.
Perhaps some damage done to the right arm of Nigel McGuinness, as he's keeping that very, very close to his body.
Jawbreaker.
Avoids the clothesline, but not that time. Only 2. And obviously something very, very wrong with the right biceps of Nigel McGuinness. We do know he has suffered a left biceps tear earlier in his Ring of Honor title reign.
Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with that right arm of Nigel.
And a one-arm Nigel McGuinness, while still better than a great deal of the competitors in the professional wrestling business, may not be enough to beat Naomichi Marufuji. Clothesline off the top.
Escapes at the last split second, does Marufuji.
Again, the right arm of Nigel McGuinness virtually useless here, as he's keeping it very close to his body. Traps the head.
And he still has that one good arm to throw the lariat with, and that's all Nigel needs.
Able to place Marufuji up on the top, looking for the Tower of London one more time. Can he hit it? Marufuji again blocks. He's got Nigel, puts on the brakes. Elbow to the head, headstand in the corner, super kick.
Nigel trying to hold on.
Marufuji dragging him back into the corner.
Oh, he's gonna go for the coast to coast once again.
Super kick again.
That was just to ensure that this time Nigel doesn't do a sit-up to avoid taking the maneuver. Here comes Marufuji.
Coast to coast. Cover. So close. Take another look, Dave. Coming right at you.
It wasn't enough to pin Nigel, though. He's gonna go for another super kick, it looks like.
Just waiting for McGuinness to get back to his feet. Super kick. And another one. Nigel's going limp.
He avoids that one. Cover.
Only 2 into the ropes. Jawbreaker.
Nigel retains the title.